Damon, she played She you might not have known her.
We're live, by the way.
Okay, so one of our students goes to GW. She came up. She's home for the weekend, and she came to see all the volleyball stuff on Saturday. She was like, "I was like, yeah." I was like, "Trey starts class on Monday. He's been there for a week for a freshman orientation." She's like, "I have a midterm on Monday because of Drexel's trimester system as opposed to the dual semesters.
Interesting.
They don't start till late. Now she'll also have like all of December off, where Trey will wind up his class ends
Right.
like when our school ends, like December 21st is when
Right.
he ends. And he has a short like week before he starts up again. All right, I just want to. So anywho, he had Brian
Gardner
Baumgartner, yeah,
from The Office.
from The Office. He Are we live?
Yeah, we're live, man.
I'm trying to find it though.
We're live.
Oh, there's a live button. Okay, good. There's no echo. All right. So he has a new book coming out, a chili cookbook.
Yes, he does.
And so he was having a book signing at Drexel on Saturday. So on the app for all the activities for all the freshmen to do, one of the things was sign up for it. So Trey signed up for it. It was from 10 to 12 on Saturday. He called me at like 9:55 and was like, "Oh, he's still laying in bed." I go, "Isn't the book signing at 10?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." So he gets there. I don't know what time, 10:30 maybe. He said the line was around the
I'm
block.
sure.
They had already run out of the books.
Yeah.
But if you waited in line, you could still meet him and you could still get an autographed book. He'll sign more and ship them to the bookstore or whatever.
Could you
And
just get like any book from the bookstore and have him sign it?
just,
Like,
here-
like an
yeah, and
autobiography of like Cher.
yeah, Cher's autobiography.
And-
Can you sign this? That would have been really funny.
Excellent.
So Trey did not wait in line to meet him. So I was a little
It's almost. I'm
disappointed.
sure it was almost as long as it would be to like wait in line to see the Queen.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember years ago, my friend Brad and I, we were waiting in line. I don't know. It wasn't a book signing. It might have just been an autograph session from some WWE guys. I don't remember who it was. It might have been The Rock or something like that, like when he was wrestling.
Solid.
But the same thing, like we got there when it started and the line was already a half a mile long. And they were like, only the people who have yellow tickets will be guaranteed that they'll get an autograph. If you're in line past the yellow tickets, if that goes before the 2 hour signing period, then we can guarantee that you get in. If not, here's a photocopy of an autograph picture of him.
Boo.
So we were like, we're
Boo.
out of here because we were nowhere near the yellow
Yeah.
tickets. We were like, we are not getting an autograph here. So,
Oh,
all right. Well, that is that.
Are we ready to go?
We are ready to go. So I will start recording. On this episode of BanthaMilk Podcast, we talk about future stuff.
Oh, okay.
Intro music.
Wait, that's not it.
He's no good to me, Dad.
Intro music. Intro music.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
me. Hey, Rob.
Nick
I'm back.
has a little raspy voice there.
Got a tickle in my throat.
He's got a tickle in his throat.
Yeah, we were gonna come at you earlier in the week with a live stream and a podcast, but you would have heard Rob speaking to a ghost.
It would have just been me.
Because I have no voice. But we are back, and my voice is almost all the way back for another episode of BanthaMilk Podcast. And there's a lot of stuff on the horizon.
A lot of stuff on the horizon.
The great thing here is that Rob has done a lot of research.
I have.
And I have come here to hear all about the things that Rob has done research about.
Nick is here to say yes.
That's it.
You are
that
correct,
sounds
sir.
Great.
That sounds great.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that, but I did contribute in one way.
Yes, you did.
My sister's boyfriend Ian hooked me up with some smoothie sour ale, blue milk, with blue raspberry coconut cream and vanilla ice cream from Magnify Brewing, made in New Jersey.
Where in New Jersey? It looks like
So
is this like North Jersey?
Fairfield, New Jersey?
Fairfield.
I don't know where Fairfield is.
It must be north. I'm pretty sure it's north.
Oh yeah, so if you look on the actual
On the little New Jersey
there's
thing,
a star
all the way at the top.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's where it is.
I would
Roll the
assu-
can contains lactose.
Nice.
Interesting. So it's a 5% alcohol by volume, 1 pint.
All right.
Smoothie sour ale. So what do you think?
Smoothie sour ale.
I don't know what
blue
to
milk.
expect from this man.
I don't
You're
know
a beer
either.
person, so I think you.
Yeah, but I'm very confused.
Oh
because
wait, I need my glass. Hold on, I'll get it.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. So the fact that it's a sour ale, a sour means that it's been aging for a while, and with other fruits and stuff like that. So blue raspberry, coconut cream, and vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
The vanilla ice cream is what's throwing me off. I understand the blue raspberry.
Oh.
That was good.
Oh, it is straight up blue.
And the coconut cream, it is straight up blue. It is totally. This is fun.
So I am pouring on screen right
This
here.
looks just like the blue milk from Galaxy's
It
Edge.
really does. I'm intrigued.
We need
We're
to
getting
we need to do an Instagram picture of this.
There's zero head on this either, so
Yes.
it's really interesting.
All right. We're gonna
Hold on, here we go.
yeah. Those of you listening live on YouTube, there's gonna be a pause in the action here.
Oh. All right.
Knocking stuff over.
For throngs.
Yeah, man.
Here we go. This is really like.
This is very blue.
Love it.
Awesome. All right, we had to do that. We had to take a picture there because I've never seen blue beer before.
I'm ready.
This is
I don't know if I am ready, honestly.
It's St. Patrick's Day. Some places have green beer.
Sure.
This is amazing that it's blue beer, and this is like the bluest of the blue beer.
Yeah, this isn't even like.
No,
and it looks a little frothy like milk.
It does.
It smells kind of good, which is freaking me. It kind of smells like a blue popsicle.
Yeah.
All right, let's give this a try, huh?
I don't know. All right, cheers.
That is interesting.
Okay, so right away you get hit with the sour,
Mm-hmm.
but then you really taste. Is it the coconut?
I think it's the coconut.
Mm-hmm.
I've never in my life had a.
You get the coconut on the back end.
A creamy, like milky tasting beer.
Beer, yeah. This doesn't taste like beer. Like it tastes like you could just chug this whole thing.
Yeah, like I'm not a chugging person. I can't chug Coke. Forget about like a beer.
Right.
But like, no,
it's smooth too. It's very smooth going down.
I could like this, like sitting like next to a pool.
Yeah.
Or something like in the summer. This is very refreshing. It almost reminds me of like you said, like a milkshake.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to. You didn't say Freehold. Where was it?
Free something. It is Fairfield. We were way off.
Fairfield. We might have to take a road trip up to Fairfield.
Yeah, I am very intrigued by that.
I am very intrigued,
especially as someone who's not a beer person.
It doesn't taste like beer. It doesn't have that hoppy flavor or anything. I think that's because it's a sour. So you're getting the sour notes there instead of the hoppiness of a especially an IPA. IPA is just all hop bombs. So this is almost like a what's the word I'm looking for? It'll hit me like
stout.
No, not even like a stout. I don't know. It'll hit me like 4 hours from now.
Sure. It's good.
Yeah.
Man,
I like it. I've never been. So I wouldn't put it at Yoda, or would I?
Yeah, this is tough. Like it's definitely on the upper end of the scale for me, and I'm
maybe
not even
like
a,
a
person.
lower Yoda, but the more I drink it, the more I like it. Now I wonder if you try to have 3 of them, if it's too much.
It does feel like it's heavy. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't be able to chug this just because I feel like it would sit heavy.
Right. It's like a malt liquor. It almost tastes like a malt liquor rather than a beer. That's the word I was thinking of. All right. Yeah. So
so I'm looking them up on Google right now.
I definitely like it. We're gonna have to tweet them out and all that good stuff. While we're talking about tweeting them out, and you're looking them up on Google, check us out on BanthaMilkPodcast.com. That's our website. You can buy some swag. We actually had some people buy T-shirts from us.
Did we really?
Like big fans of our show from locally.
Yeah. So that was the craziest thing is that like I didn't even know about it. I don't know when they got it. Like if you got an order from someone recently or within the past year, I don't even know. but like one of my students walks in with a BanthaMilk shirt on. I'm
Uh-huh.
like, what?
What?
And they're like, yeah, it's my dad's shirt. And the dad had walked in. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe. Thanks for listening.
So, funny story. We need to check our email.
Okay.
We had there was an email from January from somebody who was
Who
like,
wanted a shirt?
well, no, and there was the orders from T Public, so you can get a shirt from us. You can buy our shirts on our website.
Can I get one?
BanthaMilk. Yeah, you can go on the website and order them too.
I really need
just
to,
like I did.
I
It was
really
very
need to
simple.
order one of my shirts.
Just type in your address and your credit card, and one shows up at your house.
That's
it's the
crazy.
strangest thing. Yeah,
What
it's very
weird
crazy.
world we live in.
Yeah. So BanthaMilkPodcast.com, you can go over to where it says we have merch. We only have 2 t-shirts on there, maybe 3.
Sorry.
Of the 3, Nick bought 0. So you can buy one more than Nick did, and we will greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
So there was an email from them that somebody bought it. I was like,
Great.
oh, okay.
Cool.
There was an email from January where they said, your links aren't working on your website. So I was using the links directly from Megaphone, and for whatever reason, they weren't going right. So I went back and I changed them all. Now all the links on every one of our show recaps goes to Spotify. So if you click on it, it takes you to Spotify.
Got it.
So Tom was like, yeah, I have to sign up for some account. I go, Spotify? He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm not paying. I go, it's free. I could just sign up for a free Spotify account. So you can get a free Spotify account. You don't have to pay for it if you want to.
Yeah, dude.
And then you can listen to all our shows on our website. You can check us out on Facebook at BanthaMilk Podcast, and also check out our other page, Sacred Jedi Text, where we, talk some stuff and throw some memes up there and good things like that. A nice
memes
fun.
are good.
Yeah,
we like memes.
We like memes. They're very fun. Twitter. There was comments on Twitter. I reached out to Spectro Radio, which is kind of an affiliate of Ears Up Podcast. Jeremy, who runs it, is on Ears Up Podcast all the time. And I said, hey, it would be really funny if you put us on at like 3:00 in the morning. And he wrote back to us. This was also way back in January. And he was like, well, ironically, at 3:00 in the morning, a lot of people from Europe are like listening. So it wouldn't be as funny then because they actually would be listening to it. And he said, but, maybe I'll do a Spectro time for your show. But I think we missed that because we didn't respond to him for 11 months. So that being said, we didn't forget about you. We're just both idiots. So
we are dumb. We are not good at branding, but we are here and good at talking and bantering. And we also both happen to be teachers who apparently have some stuff on our plates, but going into a lot of content coming up. So you can pretty much bet that we'll be doing some stuff. And I don't have a whole lot of new stuff coming up on my plate, so I can only see.
So I have some. You do have one new thing, which I have for you as well.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Last weekend, Nicholas had a baby shower.
I was showered with babies.
You were showered. Now, I didn't know if you knew about this or anything, so I didn't want to like say, oh, I'm sorry, we won't be there because it's the weekend my son's moving away for college. But
I think, didn't I ask you? I thought we talked about this.
You talked about it, but I didn't know if like you knew when your sister was actually planning it.
No,
so
there were no, like, it was not us.
It wasn't a surprise. Yeah.
Whatever.
So I don't want to say anything to you and then ruin the surprise. I don't want to be that guy that ruined the surprise. That happened to me on my 16th birthday, by the way.
Someone ruined your surprise.
It was a surprise birthday for me, and
at least someone threw you a surprise party. That's nice.
That was my one and only. Well, no, I take that back. When I was a kid, my one and only. My wife threw me an awesome surprise party on my 30th birthday.
Right.
We went to this place called Big League Dreams. It's an indoor wiffle ball park.
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, they have 2 different fields there. One was made to look like Citizens Bank ballpark where the Phillies play. The other one was made to look like Fenway Park where the Red Sox play with the Green Monster.
Sure.
So we were like, I was like, we're playing at the Green Monster. But we were allowed to bring alcohol in. It was like started at 9:00 at night.
Where was it?
It's around here. This place is called Big. It's still here.
Okay.
Yeah. They have like little league, like wiffle ball for kids and stuff. I'm sure they probably also have it for like adults as well. So they were like,
with the onset of axe throwing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a right up your alley adult drink time thing.
Oh, 100%. So they were like, you guys can bring alcohol. Just please don't spill it because at 8:00 tomorrow morning, there will be 7-year-olds running around on the same field. So we were drinking, it was so much fun. It was a great time. So that was my second surprise party. It was totally awesome. I was
made
totally
up for your
thrown for a
16th
loop.
birthday.
Made up, yeah. My 16th birthday, my cousin ruined it. She said, "Oh, we'll see you on Saturday." I said, "For what?" And she goes, nothing.
Way to go, Denise.
Yeah, way to go.
Is her name Denise?
Betsy, you were very close.
Betsy.
Way to go,
Betsy
Betsy.
is very close to Denise.
It is. It's very, very close. So I did get you something for the baby, and I
Aw.
put it in this fabulous bag
Oh,
here.
do I get to unwrap it?
It's real wrapped up. And then I realized after I gave it to you, after I ordered it, that she better wear it. She'll have to wear it inside probably because of being born in October.
Yeah.
It's like short sleeve and shorts, but at least this way.
There will be days where the baby is inside.
Right. And when she poops and pees all over everything, and it's a 0 to 3 month, it's really tiny.
God.
Hopefully she's a tiny little baby because it's little baby Yoda. I thought it was super duper cute.
This is adorable. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You would not. So I'll share some stuff on Instagram. Our baby shower was Star Wars themed.
Yes.
Which threw a lot of people off because like for a while we weren't telling people the sex. And so like it was great because like, they were like, oh, it's Star Wars. It must be a boy, but like no,
because girls are in Star Wars.
Star Wars
also.
too. Dang it. So anyway, not only did like my nieces dressed up really cute as Star Wars characters and stuff, and a lot of the people who came did also. But we got so much Star Wars stuff.
Yes.
So much Star Wars clothes and Star Wars decorations for the room. Like we started putting the room together. We hung up the Leia lightsaber is now mounted on the wall.
Nice.
Yeah, we have just about every my favorite thing in the world is the mobile.
Okay.
We got a mobile. Someone, I forget who got it for us, but it was off Etsy. And it's the Millennium Falcon.
Nice.
And hanging from it is like Chewie, 3PO, and maybe R2.
Okay.
And there's a freaking mirror on it, and it spins. Oh, it's
so
rad.
cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we've got lots of Star Wars baby swag. This kid better like Star Wars. They're not.
They're going to be forced to like Star Wars. Yeah, whether they like it or not, they're
when
you
like grow up with something, it's kind of just the thing you like.
So my kids were. I'm a huge between Star Wars. They like Star Wars, but I'm also a Dallas Cowboy fan, and living outside of the Philadelphia area, that's just like a no. So when they were little, they didn't know any better. So they were like, yeah, I like the Cowboys. And they were, all into it and stuff until they got to school. And then all their friends are like, especially in like elementary school, kids love to say Cowboys suck.
It's tribalism.
Yeah, tribalism. So then they both were like closet Cowboys fans.
Sure.
Like, I'm not going to tell anybody, but I do like them. So, but now like they both like to tease me.
Are they Philly fans now?
They're not like football fans at all, but they do like they when they find out that the Cowboys lose, they go, "Oh, Cowboys lost." Yeah, so but it's mostly just teasing dad, Cowboys lost type of thing.
Sure.
More on the lines of making things. So a couple weeks ago, I showed you my Mandalorian helmet.
You did,
but I finished it.
Okay, I'm excited.
I changed it up a little bit. So
man,
first this is I'll show the people on YouTube. So I spray painted the top half a chrome red.
Sure.
And then I kept the Mandalorian's striped silver and the back silver and the sides are silver. And then I just glued in the shield as well. So I did this. And so I was like very proud. I still need to add some like little padding on the inside.
For comfort's sake.
For comfort's sake, because it is a 3D printed plastic on the inside. But
I have a huge head.
You do. It fits my head, and I have a big head.
Yeah, it won't fit my head anymore.
Wow. I didn't even do anything.
My head last time, right?
Yeah, I think your ears are just sticking out a little too much.
It's not in my ears. It's
is it the shield?
It actually hurts.
Wow. What's not fitting your head anymore?
That's these things right here are digging into my temples.
Oh, I didn't even try it on since I put the new shield in.
Oh, is this new right here?
The black part is not the.
But it's these. It's the.
Those are digging in.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because they didn't change at all. Very funny that Nick can't wear it. Let me see if it'll fit on my head. There it is. It's up on top of your head. I hope it still fits my head.
It feels rad. Like the
that's really weird.
Really cool. Right, put that bad boy on. Let's see if it fits your dome. I have notoriously a large head though.
Yeah, no, it fits right over mine.
Yeah, you look great, man.
So if I can somehow fit the microphone under here, then you can definitely. Why is he talking so fuzzy?
Dude, that's so cool.
But
that looks so good. Whatever design you found.
Yeah, with a little padding, then it'll just sit up just a little bit higher there, and it'll definitely fit a little bit better. So I got that. That's gonna go like on a shelf.
That's rad.
Gonna go on top of my foam one over there. So that's good.
Oh, remind me, I need a new switch holder, 3D printer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still have the file, so that'll be easy. Then I started making this. Now this isn't completely the top.
Oh man.
The top and the front are not glued down yet because there's a hole right here.
Yeah, what happened there?
This piece is at school. It was printing
so
and there was like an hour and a half to go when school ended on Friday. But all the gray parts I printed at home. But yeah, so this one is larger.
You go for the Ahsoka color scheme there?
It's just because we had some leftover orange at school.
Your eyes are in the very center, and it's making you look like a cross-eyed stormtrooper.
It does. It's so funny. It looks like I'm looking in towards the middle of the stormtrooper part here.
That's why their aim sucks so bad.
That is why, because they're all distracted by the.
What?
Very carefully, if you want to try putting that one on.
This one should fit my head.
That one should fit your head.
Okay. Or maybe I take my glasses off.
Oh yeah, you might need to take your glasses off. This is the part of the show we call Rob and Nick play with toys. There we go. Now it fits your head.
We should have this every time.
I know, right?
I don't mind that segment.
Yeah, it's a fun segment.
Enough Star Wars toys that we can make that way.
We could definitely play with a different Star Wars toy every time.
Seeing a little bit of daylight here.
Okay. Yeah, that's because that from the face to the top part is not glued together yet.
Right. Yeah, that's why it's taped.
Once I get the last orange piece there.
So once this is glued together and has like some padding in it, like that's such a rad design. Man, Rob has all the cool toys.
Yeah. So that both of those helmets.
So if you want to see some of Rob's work and you're just listening to us on Spotify, check out our YouTube, right? Because we are streaming this on YouTube right now.
Both of those helmets came from.
I should pick another one at some point, right?
At some point, yeah. They were both on Thingiverse, and they were both broken up into small pieces so that you could print them on a smaller 3D printer. But the ironic part was both of them, the top part of the head was too big for the build plate of my printer.
Okay.
So I had to split that in half and make it two different files so that I could do it. So I did that. And then the last thing that I have is a fan of ours, a friend of mine since way back. My buddy, we'll just call him Slinky. Slinky, yes. That's been his nickname forever. We worked like 3 different jobs together and have hung out since the 90s together. He sent me a text message last week and was like, "What's your home address? I have stuff to send you." I was like, "Okay, is it Star Wars related or is it old school related?" And he was like,
"Old school, huh?"
Yeah, like so we used to
the Will Ferrell movie.
No,
Okay.
like old things we used to do together when way back in the day. Because he's amazing with the fact that he has been able to save every digital file that we've ever done, any video or anything like we've ever done. He's
archived it.
He's actually archived it and saved it, where I'm just like, I lose everything. So I'm like, I even think like some of the like Trey's, baby pictures are like floating out in cyberspace somewhere, but I can't find it anywhere. But yeah, so he's been able to like save everything. So I was like, is this something I should open on the show? Or not. And he didn't really, his answer was very vague. So I opened it up beforehand, but it is something for the show. So it's very cool. So so he did say that he wanted credit for it. So here it is. My friend Slinky. Sent us all this stuff.
Shout out to Slinks.
I don't know where he got it, when he got it, and anything about it other than it's really cool. So
ready for it.
So he has all these, he sent me.
So for those of you following along, I'm seeing some sort of box. Might be an Amazon box.
Right.
Ah, there we go.
So inside, it was an Amazon box that he just
reused.
It was really funny because it came and Sherry goes, "What are you buying now?" I'm like, "Nothing." She goes, "There's a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff." I go, "Oh, Slinky sent that to me." So at first it's like, "Oh, that's cool." It's like a little Millennium Falcon, except it's like metal. I don't know where he got all these metal things from, but it's like heavy and metal.
No, this is legit.
And then
and it's got movable landing gear.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really rad.
So I don't know when he got these. but he sent them to me, and then I have an AT-AT, also metal, and the legs move on this as well, which is really cool. And
yeah, we definitely need a Rob and Nick Play with Toys segment.
yeah, a little Baby Yoda bobblehead Baby Yoda thing that he has here that looks like it sits on like the top of your computer or something. I'm not really sure that like these plastic Star Wars. This almost looks like it's from like McDonald's or something like that. Like it was like a McDonald's Happy Meal base plate.
Yeah, what this is for like this might be for the Black Series figures.
Okay.
Because I've got a Black Series figure Phasma that had one of these. So that's a Black
okay.
right?
So
that's
then,
a Black Series
yeah.
one.
So he sent me the Black Series.
So his foot probably has a hole in it to stand on one of these, right?
Okay. So that goes in there. So it's a Black Series.
All right, got a Kylo Ren. Yeah, the Black Series are like the nice, like really meticulously done.
Yeah. Yeah. And this, I mean, they're heavy too. They're not plastic.
Yeah, my Phasma is pretty legit. Yeah, this guy, look at him.
More bubble wrap.
Oh man, he sent us bubble
we
wrap.
We can just spend the whole. Can we just do this?
I like how he taped the
the lightsaber so it didn't fall off.
That's
that was
nice.
very nice of him. Yeah.
Yo, Kylo's looking pretty fly here. Good for you, Kylo.
Okay, so they must all be Black Series, maybe. I don't know because they're heavy like the Black Series action figures.
Oh, so like the Black Series Millennium Falcon. Oh, that's interesting. That must be what it is. Man, these are really rad, dude. And thanks, Slinky.
Thanks, Slinky. And this little, I like the little Yoda. He like
with the enormous head,
enormous bobblehead Yoda, and it's got a little sticker. Like you can tell that he's supposed to sit on something, and it's got a little sticker under his butt so that he will stay there. So I can put him right next to the camera that the audience will never see, but I will see him all the time as I'm looking at the camera. Little Yoda sitting right there as well. So
it looks like this Millennium Falcon at one point had a stand.
Oh,
like you see like this.
Oh, okay. Yes. Is that a Black Series in Millennium Falcon?
Doesn't I mean that one doesn't. I'm looking up right now to see if I can find one. There's also a thing called Star Wars Hero Vehicles. It might be
okay.
I don't know, man. Star Wars the Black Series titanium die-cast 4-piece vehicle. I think that's what it is. Yeah, the Black Series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much, Slinky, for sending us presents. We love presents.
Presents are a delight.
Presents are a delight. You can send them to Post Office Box 3443, Hollywood,
Box
California.
963, New York City, New York State, 10108. That was actually Stickley from Nick. Whatever. Stickley was the summer like Nickelodeon guy when I was a kid.
Okay, wow.
We were very excited when Stickley came around because that meant it was summer break.
It was summer break. Yay, summer break.
He was a popsicle stick.
Oh, that's really funny. That makes it even better.
Anyway,
so
thanks, Slinky. And what do we have next, Robert?
So now, for the whole reason you actually came here, we're going to do a breakdown first of D23 just happened a week ago, which is Star Wars, Disney's big celebration. Disney's big...
Sorry, I'm done now.
Nick is having fun. I have no problem. It's Disney's big convention, and it's held in Anaheim, California, and a lot of people are there. They have Disney Legends that they initiate every year, all kinds of other stuff. But they had a giant Star Wars and Marvel panel where they announced all kinds of new stuff. So
here for it.
They had the new Andor trailer. Did you see the newest trailer?
I haven't seen that or the Mandalorian one.
Okay, so I have both of them. If we can figure out how to show it on this, we can both watch it.
I'm very excited.
Let me see if I can pull this out, and I'm gonna have to do some editing in this show too.
I mean, we can also do a breakdown for each of these trailers in the coming weeks leading up to.
Well, Andor's coming very soon.
When is that?
Like Thursday.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. I'm just realizing how low my battery on my computer is.
Did you bring your cord?
Of course not.
Oh, okay.
Why would I do something like that?
Why would you do that?
I'm stupid.
Chrome tab. Let's do this. Okay, so this is from StarWars.com. I'm trying to share it on the Ninja.
Yes.
Are you seeing it now? It's probably going to be a little delayed for those people watching on.
Yes.
Now, do you still see it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. All right, so this is the latest Andor trailer, but I don't hear anything.
I don't know.
Spies.
All right.
Oh, try again. It's still going.
Saboteurs.
No.
Assassins. We've all done terrible things on behalf of the rebellion.
Oh!
Cassian Andor.
Okay. I think we're gonna hear it.
I hear it.
Yes, you and I hear it, but I don't think the people on
Really? Why not?
Audacity aren't going to hear it because I just have it
Oh,
playing.
Audacity.
All right. Well, we can just talk through each scene as we're watching it if you want to do that.
That's fine.
So the people watching, listening at home or listening in the car, it's going to be kind of like when Trey was making comments during our other show and he would refuse to get on the microphone.
What a teenager.
What a teenager. All right. So the latest Andor trailer, if you haven't seen it, it's on StarWars.com under News D23 Expo. You can see the very first thing. So you see a bunch of stormtroopers and Andor and Cassian and somebody else are standing there watching all these stormtroopers walk by.
Saboteurs. Assassins.
And he's just reading off a bunch of things. Spy, saboteurs, assassins.
We get a little Saw Gerrera action.
Yeah, we saw Saw Gerrera. We saw what's her name? The leader of the rebellion.
Mon Mothma.
Mon Mothma. And also
done terrible things on behalf of the rebellion.
Some other Imperial people as well. And then Cassius Andor's holding up a gun.
Cassian Andor.
Cassian Andor. That's totally a Skarsgård right there.
Yeah, he's so cool. So this is like a whole scene, and they had a 9-minute version of this on Disney Plus. If you go to Disney Plus, there's a 9-minute version where they talk about it, and they have this whole scene that we're about to see, where he's in like a warehouse type of thing, where Cassian Andor stole something off of an Imperial ship and was trying to sell it, and then he's like, "You got to be Imperial. You're a liar. You're a cheater. All this stuff."
No matter what you tell me or tell yourself, you'll ultimately die fighting these.
And there's just people shooting at him. That was all part of that giant scene.
All at once. Something real.
So, what's that guy's name? Skarsgård?
Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah. So Skarsgård is basically saying to him, "Do you want to keep doing these little things that really don't mean much, or do you want to actually be a part of something bigger than this?" So basically telling him, like, join the rebellion.
Sure.
And in that giant scene that we see from on Disney Plus Day, then Imperials find out where they are and they start fighting them and shooting them and stuff like that, and they're trying to escape. And
by the way, we've got Nightingale Art in our YouTube chat saying they can hear our stuff fine. So maybe
good.
not on Spotify, but
yeah, it's not gonna be on
live chat.
It's not gonna be on, but on the live chat they can hear it, so that's good.
We've chosen a side. We're fighting against the dark.
There is an organized rebel effort. Drill down and get a hunt started.
So it's pretty cool. They show a whole bunch of different things. Whoops.
Sorry, my bad. We're good.
They show like the rebellion, parts of the rebellion that are living in tents and things like that and like hiding and whatever. And then they show the aristocrats who are living in their royalty, their big fancy houses, probably on Coruscant and stuff like that.
This is a family show. Can we not talk about the aristocrats here?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Have you seen that movie, The Aristocrats?
Was it?
It's about the famous joke, The Aristocrats.
No.
Really? Do you know the joke, The Aristocrats?
No. Go ahead. Elaborate.
So I can't. It's a family show. I will tell you, Rob, to go and look up Jon Stewart, The Aristocrats.
I will do that right after the show is over.
There you go.
All right, from the director.
Or else Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. So that's cool. They showed some ships that look like what the Millennium Falcon original design,
right?
The
Ralph McQuarrie,
the Ralph McQuarrie version of it is what this one
art.
ship kind of looks like now. They're just clipping through. That was a cool shot. You see how big the Star Destroyer is,
yeah,
and how little the people in the rebellion are.
What cost?
Everything.
November 21st. Yeah, it's coming out.
November 21st.
They get stronger.
Let's take them by surprise.
For the greater good.
Call it what you will.
Let's call it war.
I love that line. Let's call it war.
Yeah,
That's a great line.
man. It's going to be cool seeing Saw Gerrera in this because we know Saw Gerrera's whole character arc is that he just continually gets more and more extremist.
Yes.
So I'm sure we'll be seeing
And the
lots of
more
that
and
in
more
here.
he has more prosthetics,
Yeah,
the more extremist he
the
becomes.
less human. You know,
Yeah.
more man than machine.
More, yeah. So is it more machine than man?
Yeah, that the other one.
You know, I started rewatching because we were talking last time about Bad Batch, because there's a Bad Batch season 2 coming out soon, which we have to discuss because
Sure.
they changed the release date. And so I was rewatching Bad Batch, and they used that same line on, I forget what the guy's name is, but they said to him, "You're more machine than man now." So here's some more aristocrats, people who, sorry, not aristocrats, some more people who are in the rebellion.
Standing up. They're afraid. Right now, they're afraid.
Star Wars Andor 3-episode premiere streaming September
Oh,
21st.
that's right. Man, we're gonna have such a long podcast.
That
next week.
podcast is going to be so long.
Ugh, 3
So,
episode premiere. Woof.
That was, I mean, it packs so much stuff in. It's such a short minute and a half preview. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited about it. It looks, it reminds me of. Did you ever watch the TV show Entourage on HBO?
A little bit.
So in Entourage, like halfway through, they made this like big indie film because whatever the actor's name was, the guy who was playing the
Jeremy
actor.
Piven.
No, not Jeremy Piven. He was the producer
Okay.
or the agent, but the kid that was the actor,
Right.
he really wanted to do this thing about, I forget the drug lord's name, but he wanted to do like a biopsy on the drug lord or whatever. So the movie, like it just kept the filming took forever. It wasn't really good. All this like nonsense was going on, and I just remember the one line that said, "Can you just make like a totally awesome preview?" And the guy was like, "I can make an amazing preview out of this." And they were like, "Perfect." So the preview was like, "Oh my!" The official trailer was amazing. Like people were like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to watch it." And then when they saw it, they were like, "This movie's awful."
Sure.
Like it was, the preview was so amazing, the trailer was so amazing, but the show itself was horrible. The movie itself was horrible. So it was pretty funny.
Let's
But
hope that's not the case here.
yeah, but from this trailer, it looks amazing. Now it is pretty funny. Like we talked about it since we started this podcast about when we see the trailers. It's always like the first 2 episodes that we see the trailers.
They're pretty good about not letting too much show and
Yeah.
slip out.
And there's so many little clips of so many different things going on. I guess the only good news is that for them made it a lot easier was that there was now a 3 episode premiere.
Sure.
And it's only like 9 episodes long. So they got 1/3 of it to use as many clips as they want to because it's all coming out on the first day. So there's a lot of clips there. It looks really cool. So that is coming out on the 21st, and we're recording this on the 18th. So that is coming
That's
out
3 days from now.
3
man.
days from now.
It's a good thing we don't have a lot of stuff going on this week.
Yeah, not a lot of stuff at all. So that's that. We talked about in the last episode, would they have both of that, because the Bad Batch was supposed to come out on the 28th. So were they going to do both of them over top of each other? And the answer to that is no.
Okay, so they delayed the Bad Batch premiere.
The Bad Batch is delayed, yes. So we're having Star Wars Andor come out on September 21st. Then we're having the Tales of the Jedi animated shorts coming out on October 26th.
Right. I saw some stuff. There's some Mace Windu content looking like it going in there. It should be interesting.
So it looks cool. The the preview for it was pretty cool. It's very Clone Wars-ish animation. So it should be pretty neat. It's since it's animated shorts, I think each episode is about a different Jedi. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of continuity to it.
Right. I don't know
but
that'll necessarily be really important or groundbreaking so far as canon goes.
Yeah, but I think it will at least be a lot of neat backstories on some of the Jedis and
Sure.
whatever. Then the Bad Batch is they're changing the release date to January 4th.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how long the animated Jedi animated series is, but that's October 26th. I can't see it being more than 10 episodes because they don't do anything for more than 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Um,
Although if they're shorts, you never know, because like how many of the anime episodes were there?
there was only like 8.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Tales of the Jedi. This says it's only 6 episodes
Oh,
on
all right.
IMDb. So episode 6. Oh, and they're well, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but on IMDb it has all 6 episodes coming out on October 26th. So I don't know if that's going to be the case. That's how they did it with the anime one as well.
Yep.
So all 6 of them are coming out on one day, and then we don't have another Star Wars something coming until January 4th.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, they're. I hate when they do that with like if you stick to your schedule.
Yeah.
Disney. Come on, man.
yeah. So
You got enough content coming out that we should be back to back Star Wars things.
Yeah, they have so much stuff listed here. I just think they're
Where's
they're
the
still
Acolyte?
working.
Where's Ahsoka? You know, like
Yeah, they're still just like maybe they're back. I was gonna say like back ordered, but they're backed up in not in recording, but in like production, like putting everything together.
right.
I'm trying to see episodes. Nope, come on. I'm on IMDb for Andor to see if it has all of the release dates. Let's see. So, no, I can't find that on here. The other one was right on top. It was right there. Where is it now? Whatever.
Either
alright.
way, Star
Either
Wars
way.
content coming
Star
your
Wars
way
content, sorry.
eventually.
So Andor, September 21st, 9 episodes. And then October 26th, all the animated Jedi animated shorts all come out at once.
Right.
Then the Bad Batch season 2, January 4th. Then Mandalorian season 3. I heard different rumors saying somewhere in February.
Yeah, but I had heard December too. So like I'm betting that gets delayed too.
I'm sure
There's
it
still
will.
plenty of time for that to get delayed.
Yeah. And then the Young Jedi Adventures animated TV series will come out in spring 2023. Star Wars Visions Volume 2, spring 2023. Ahsoka, they're just saying 2023. They haven't said when that's coming
Yep.
out. Skeleton Crew
Right.
TV series. I thought that was coming out earlier, but now this website is saying 2023. And same thing with now Acolyte and Lando and all that stuff. It all just says to be determined and in progress, in development.
Right.
Did you hear about what was it? The Rogue Squadron movie is now like being axed.
Oh, so they canceled the Rogue Squadron.
They totally canceled it altogether now.
Man,
yeah,
it's a bummer.
Yeah, so that was like I guess they were having a lot of issues with
Even
it.
after Top Gun. Top Gun did so well.
Even after Top Gun,
Star Wars Top Gun, you can't sell that.
It would have been perfect as Star Wars Top Gun. I mean, look,
you could open up with Danger Zone, Kenny Loggins.
Just redo Top Gun. The new Top Gun was just a redo of the first Top Gun with just slightly
all I
different.
want you to do is get Tom Cruise to get in an X-wing. That's all I need.
That's it. That's all you need. And it can be a small X-wing too, because he's a short little fella.
Yeah.
So it could have been perfect.
A lowercase X-wing.
A lowercase X-wing. But Disney is having Willow coming out, which is pretty cool.
Willow.
Yeah, so that'll be pretty neat.
I loved Willow when I was a kid. Scared me, but I liked it.
No, I have the official trailer for the Jedi. If you want to see that.
For what?
For Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, and you want to watch that cartoon of the animated there?
Why not?
Why not? Are you seeing my thing, or do I have to repost to it?
No, I'm seeing your thing.
You are seeing my thing?
You better be careful.
Hey, now.
Hey, here we go.
Here we go.
Everywhere there is life, but you must face death.
Honor it.
Do not fear it.
Baby Ahsoka.
Jedi. Ahsoka is Jedi.
Huh.
That's cool.
The best
best way I could protect you is to teach you how to protect yourself.
Master Dooku.
I want to bring peace and order to the galaxy.
Oh, that'd be cool if they show how Dooku turned.
For real.
It is the only way you will truly have victory, my Padawan.
Oh, that's Qui-Gon, right?
That was young Qui-Gon, yeah.
Again.
Young Dooku.
Dooku fighting off.
Stand down.
It's like Mace Windu's trying to get him to calm down.
Yeah.
I'm tired of fighting.
I've been warning them about the coming darkness.
That's cool.
Let's hope all that training pays off.
Oh, wait,
Yaddle.
Yaddle.
And who might you be?
Like Grievous?
Yeah, but it said Inquisitor.
Oh,
But it did look like Grievous.
I'm
Okay.
excited about that. That
That
looks really cool.
that looked really cool. If you're listening to us in the car and it was just silence, it's because we were stunned by how really cool that was.
Yeah, I'm excited about
Yeah, that looked really cool. So I'm excited for that. I thought it was going to be 6 individual shows, but it looked like it's all going to tie together somehow.
that. Yeah.
That the series will arrive October 26th and debut its first trailers, featuring look at young Ahsoka Tano and early Qui-Gon Jinn tales and more.
Yeah.
So Ahsoka is set to arrive in 2023. Star Wars Skeleton Crew, currently in production, will center around a group of children lost in space, and will be set in the New Republic time frame.
Okay.
Creators John Watts and Chris Ford joined Favreau and Dave Filoni to present an in-room only first look at star Jude Law in the show.
Okay.
Here's the Mandalorian latest teaser trailer. Did you see this at all?
I did not.
Okay, so the first 4 clips are all reused clips.
Sure, of course.
We've seen this clip already of him. We've seen this. This is when he was on the boat and the thing eats Yoda. That's his new ride.
Not as cool as the Razor Crest.
No,
Of two.
a clan of 2, and all this talking is all from
The previous
all
season.
from the
Yeah.
previous season. I will say this: if you're a Costco member and if you're into the Lego stuff, I didn't get it. I really wanted to, but I passed up on it. The new Mando's whatever it's called, X1 ship or whatever,
Right.
at Costco is $49, but
Wow.
at Target or Walmart or a Lego store, it's $59.
There you go.
So if you really want it, free plug there, save $10.
You're welcome, Costco.
You're welcome, Costco. I love the music in this preview, by the way. And that shot there where he's walking through the I'm pretty sure that's what is left of Mandalore.
Right.
Because remember that we
After the
talked
siege
about
of
how it was
Mandalore and Clone Wars.
yeah, it was all blown up and it was all whatever.
And you are a Mandalorian.
No more.
No more.
He does have some fun with Yoda in this. And there's what's her name in the show?
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan, yeah. So the way it's playing out, it looks like there's going to be a giant Mandalorian feud between Bo-Katan and the Armorer.
Oh, for sure.
Because the Armorer is this extremist.
Yeah.
I was going to say cult leader. Extremist is a little bit more political, I guess.
Nah, she's a cult leader.
She's a cult leader.
I mean, I think it's pretty culty.
Pretty culty. Yeah, you're not allowed to take your helmet off because you're in a cult. So it definitely, that's the way the preview is setting it up, that it's going to be a battle between Bo-Katan and her.
You're cold.
That's cool because you can see a bunch of different helmets. I really like all the different helmets. There's 2 girl helmets on the left-hand side. I don't know who this guy is with the orange helmet.
Kind of looks like your helmet.
It does kind of look like my helmet. Yeah, so we'll have to see who these new people are. I love what's his name? Carl. I was a
Grief Karga.
Grief Karga. He is all decked out. He's like a king now. He's treating himself as a king.
Fractured our people.
Yeah, that was like Mandalore there.
You then.
And now Bo-Katan. This is cool shot.
Oh, that's right.
They just drop out of the ship. They all have like eject buttons, eject handles. They all just fall out of the ship and then they turn their jetpacks on. I want one of those. That would be a lot of fun. That would be totally. That's like way better than parachuting.
Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
Why would he think that? I mean,
he's been traveling with Mandalorians.
Yeah, like he's seen
like literally every other Mandalorian.
Every other Mandalorian that Kyle has seen.
Yep.
So why would he think that that's a weird sentence. I don't understand that one at all. The screaming monkeys.
Oh, there's R5.
R5.
Skippy the Jedi droid.
Yep. And what's her name? She was on SNL.
Yep. I forget.
Amy
Sudeikis.
Yeah. So we're gonna see her again. So she's like, and I think at the very end of I think it was Book of Boba Fett, he did ask her, or he asked somebody if they could find a Razor Crest.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get the Razor Crest back again, I'm sure, at some point during this series. All of the previews have him driving the X1, flying around in the X1. So it would be really cool if when he does get the Razor Crest back, if there's some kind of a attachment on the top of it
that he could like dock.
Yeah, he could dock it into, because it's kind of like with Rebels. How the Ghost had the other little ship in the back of it that they can go do their thing on. So
the Phantom or the Ghost.
Yeah.
I forget what each one was called.
Yep, the Ghost was the big one, and I think Phantom was the little one. Yeah.
All right, kid.
Hold on.
You ready for an adventure?
That's just a really cool shot of. You got little baby Yoda sitting in his lap. They're flying in the little spaceship, and he's getting ready. He's either already in light speed or getting ready to go to light speed. And then the very end, a really cool sunset with the two of them standing in the A of the Mandalorian. Season 3.
You know what my favorite thing about that music is? They're not going Mandalorian.
Right. Yeah. But it is fun. I do like it. I think it's really, really catchy. So and the funny thing was that D23 was streaming live. So if you couldn't go to it, you could see a lot of the things. So when they did this panel, I was watching, somebody was like playing it on their iPhone, or like recording it on their iPhone, or like broadcasting it live. And every time like you saw Mando, people were like, "Yeah!" You saw Baby Yoda, "Yeah!" You saw Grape Karga, "Yay!" Like it was just like people just like cheering for their favorite person. Like, "Yeah, there's Bo-Katan, yay!" You know, it was really funny. It was fun seeing all the people so excited for it.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. So that's that. There's an Indiana Jones movie arriving June 30th.
With Harrison Ford again, right?
With Harrison Ford again.
I don't understand that,
yeah.
Man. Like he's a glutton for punishment. He clearly hates making movies and coming back for sequels, and yet he still does.
And he's still doing it.
He must need like a new plane or something.
He's got to. He's got to need something. So
I'm gonna put this out there. My computer is on death's door.
Okay.
So let's do a TLDR of the last whatever we got left. What do we got?
Sure. So Young Jedi Adventures is coming out, and then that's pretty much all that was released at D23.
Right.
We talked about the kind of order that we're seeing things in. We know that it's going to be Ahsoka, then Jedi animated shorts, then the Bad Batch, and then hopefully Mandalorian will follow it.
Yeah, and then at some point in 23, everything else, I guess.
Everything else will follow after that. So that being said, we didn't really have much other than that. This is what's coming. So
our next show, we should have loads of stuff to.
Yeah, we have 3 episodes coming up in the next show. So
buckle up.
Right,
make sure you catch Andor on Disney Plus starting on the 21st of September.
Yep.
Check us out all over the social medias. Try this
blue
milk smoothie sour ale by Magnify Brewing.
Yes.
Really pretty surprised and impressed with it.
I am impressed as well. I liked it. I can't complain too much. It is interesting. So I definitely would highly recommend it if you can get close to Magnify Brewing in Northern Jersey.
That's right.
And check out all the rest of the Ears Up in Depth, the Supreme Resort,
Tacos,
extra
burritos,
creamy tacos, burritos, and
quesadillas.
what's the other one where they watch all the TV shows, the movies, the straight to movie, whatever that other one is. It's the same
Scraping the
people.
Vault.
Scraping the Vault. Look at you go.
Look at me.
You don't even listen to podcasts and you knew what it was.
Hey, I listen to some. I listen to something called, the Kings Road podcast.
Oh yeah, the Kings Road
Make
podcast.
Sure you check them out.
Check that out also. That's all about what is that? Game
House
of
of the
Thrones,
Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
You know what they've been calling House of the Dragon for short is Hot D.
Hot D.
Hot D, House of the Dragon. So check out Hot D.
Mhm.
There should be a new episode of Hot D tonight, right?
There should be. So it's pretty funny. One of the students said to me, "Did you know that Miss Kelly has a podcast and they talk about it right before House of the Dragons?" I go, "Yeah, she has a podcast. That's not hers." She's like, "It's not?" I was like, "No." I was like, "Her podcast has like hundreds of listeners. That podcast has thousands and thousands of listeners."
Yeah.
So yeah, so she thought that the podcast, the Kings Road podcast, was the one that they were broadcasting right before.
If only.
Yeah, so it would be awesome if that was the case. So that's it. So you got to listen to us unbox a lot of new things that Rob either made or gifts that were given to us by friends. So you can